Alright, here is the Entegra Odyssey SE. It's a 2024 27N. I know on our website I think it said it had one slide, but it actually does not have any slides. But you probably already know because you saw the pictures. The Entegra SE is Entegra's entry-level line. They make the Odyssey, not the SE, just the regular Odyssey. And that'll have a few more bells and whistles, a few more options. The SE is their entry level and far superior, I think, than any other Class C entry level. For starters, they put this on the E450 chassis. A lot of manufacturers will build their more economical Class C on the E350 chassis. Why? Because it makes it cheaper, saves you money. Also decreases your gross vehicle weight rating. It limits you on the amount of cargo you can hold. This coach, because it's on the E450 chassis, has a 7,500 pound tow hitch, and based on the gross vehicle weight rating and the gross combined weight rating, this will tow every bit of 7,500 pounds. Other coaches on the E350 chassis may have a 7,500 pound tow hitch, but they can't tow 7,500 pounds because the chassis won't allow it. So Entegra said, you know, we're not going to skimp on the chassis just to save a few bucks. Got the full awning, got the LED lights underneath. These are just small little storage outdoor speakers. I'm gonna walk around the outside first. Small little storage. A lot of people use this for like the oils, fluids, and stuff like that. It's all lined with metal in there, so you won't be getting any contaminants on like a carpet or anything like that. Really nice thing about this one is this rear storage bay. It is huge. You could put kids back here. This is like the bunk room. You just line them up back here. You'd even get a little tray and slide out the tray, put the kids on the tray, slide them right in. That's a little morbid. This light is on a motion sensor, so at nighttime if you open up the bay door, it'll automatically kick on. You got I believe a 7-pin connector and a 4-pin down there. Got a backup camera. On the SE they don't have side cameras. They have those on the Odyssey, but on the SE they don't have side cameras. Of course, that's the other side of that big pass-through storage. And I believe this has a Onan 4K gen. Yep. So you got a gas generator, Onan 4K generator, which is plenty for everything. One of the things I like to point out on these is this is a one-piece fiberglass front cap. They do have a seam, but it's underneath. A lot of those entry levels will have right down here and then down here, and they'll seam it right there. And if any of those seams ever fail, then you get water in there, and that kind of starts the whole thing. These seams are really nice, but where they're positioned is even better, because it's almost impossible for water to stream down here and to get into there. So they call it a seamless one-piece fiberglass roof, and I would have to agree. All right, let's go check out inside. I'm making this kind of quick because these videos I make take forever to upload to my YouTube channel. All right, going inside. I opened up most of the storage doors. Let me turn the radio down. A little shot of the cab there. They started using almost like a plastic material, but it's supposed to be marine grade. A lot of that cheap leather that a lot of companies use, over a couple years it'll start to get peeling and flaking. Look at some pre-owned Class C's a couple years old and you'll notice. I'm going to shut this air off. There we go. So you do have a heat. It's through the furnace. This coach has a propane tank, so you'll get heat through the furnace. The air literally clicks on just like that. There's definitely a little toasty in here. I've got a 12-volt fridge that'll basically run while you're driving, run off the 12-volt house battery. I got a lot of the cabinets open just so you can see all the storage. A couple drawers down there. Got a 2-burner cooktop, and that'll also feed off the propane. Sleeping wise, this will flatten out. It's called a jackknife sofa. I'm sure you've heard of it. That'll flatten out so you could sleep one there, probably a short one like a grandkid or a small child. They're big on safety, so all of their seats, you're going to have 2 seat belts back here. You're going to have 2 seat belts over here on the booth, and then also 2 seat belts over here. So this is what they call the Dream Dinette. No legs underneath. This will flatten that into a bed. You just right down here lift up. You can kind of see back here there's little brackets, and that'll come all the way down, flatten out at the bottom, and then when you want to put it up, just line the brackets back up, lock it back in place. And of course this is the overhead bunk. That's your TV. It's on a swivel, so or a hinge, so you can basically angle that wherever you need to if you're watching TV during the day in the living room area, or if you got the kids up here at night, maybe watching some Bluey or something like that. That's what mine would be watching. This is my favorite. This is like the kid catcher. Keeps people from falling out of there. It's held up just by a couple little buckles. I'm doing all this one-handed. Amazing. This will also flip up. Make it a little bit easier to get down into the cab area with that flipped up. And then you also got, what's really cool is, turn it on over here, is a little button. You also got a overhead window. So you got that nice overhead. That's an automotive grade windshield. They have been doing that for a while in all their front caps, and they have yet to have one warranty claim on it in regards to like water damage or anything like that. So, and that's basically because they do an automotive bond on there. They don't just cut out a big hole and then stick a window in it and seal it up. They actually bond it to the outside. So nice little. Let's make our way to the back. This is kind of what they call a split bath, where you have your shower on one side, restroom, and you can, there's a little magnet catch up there, so if you want to have a little more privacy, you can lock that door there in place. And then there's also a pocket door right here, so somebody could be in the shower kind of moving about, or want to go from the shower to the bedroom, and they can still have a little bit of privacy. There's a little bit of a step up into the shower, but you do have a little bit of a skylight. I'm not a tall guy by any means, so I fit in most of these pretty easy, but I'm standing in it now. I probably got about a foot or so, and I'm probably about, I say 5'10", but I'm actually like 5'8.5". And you also have a little wardrobe bar up in there too, so maybe you got some extra clothes to store. You can actually store them in the shower if you needed to. Bedroom here. These are the shades, by the way, accordion style, and they work well. Sometimes people will say they suck, but if you just do it slowly, they work just fine. A couple drawers by the bed here. Little outlet in case you guys have phone chargers or anything like that. A lot of people these days have the CPAP machine, so they usually put outlets all the time on beds. That's a little wardrobe area. You can see a little wardrobe bar up there. I don't know what those are. Probably some extra pillow shams or whatever they call it. A couple reading lights up there. Over there in the corner, that's actually a wireless phone charger, and it has USB ports underneath it. So you don't have to actually plug in something to an outlet if you have just a USB charger, or you can just set your phone right on top of that device and it'll actually charge it wirelessly. So pretty cool. No TV in the bedroom, but if you did want to put one in, that's where you would mount it. And of course the cable jack and the outlet are right next to it. It's a really nice coach. We don't sell too many of them because it doesn't have any slides, but we occasionally will get the people in here that are looking for a coach without slides, so they don't have to deal with all the possible mechanical issues with the slides failing or anything like that. I'll zoom out a little bit. But I would say for 4 or 5 people going out on a little low camping trip, this thing would be great. I'm going to upload this and send it over to you guys.